What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Swindon Town Nation. We have an away game here against the Northern Illinois Huskies. As you can see, the coach there on the sideline getting his team ready. Swindon Town in the white and yellow jerseys today. As we can see here, getting defensive. Both teams having very good years defensively. Swindon Town letting up less than 115 and 172 for passing and rushing yards. Northern Illinois, a little bit more pass, a little bit less rush. So they also got the extra sack on Swindon Town. So both defenses looking to show out here as we start MACTION play today. Thank you for joining me here today at Husky Stadium as we are rooting on our Spartans taking on the Huskies. Head coach Adrian Hammer looking to turn his team around after an 0-2 start here as we open conference play in the MAC. The kickoff is underway here in Husky Stadium. Dominic Handy, the man back for Swindon Town. He's been having an outstanding season as a returner there. Can't quite find the seam on the 21-yard return. And Swindon Town will get the ball to start the game, and hopefully the offense does not sputter like it has in prior weeks. Starting out in a nice shotgun formation here, freshman QB Io Akinola handing it off to Richard Blunt, who falls forward for a nice 7-yard gain to get this Swindon Town offense started. Moving on to 2nd and 3 here, going back to the pistol formation that this Swindon Town team has been running ever since its creation. Io Akinola up the right side, getting a nice 5-yard rush and getting the first down. Sparty there dancing. He's pretty happy. But here we see the man himself, Rashad Nelson, back on the field, running the Wildcat offense, turning it upfield, getting a nice 4-yard gain. Head coach Adrian Hammer said Rashad Nelson will be getting more opportunities this week after becoming more familiar with the playbook over the bye week here in week 5. Io Akinola dropping back to pass on 2nd and 6, shedding a sack there. Can't get the throw off. 3rd and 6 there, forced by the Northern Illinois defense, but it was still an amazing play there by Io Akinola to escape danger. Here now, 3rd and 6, Akinola dropping back to pass, finding Terrence Frazier over on the curl route on the right side. Terrence Frazier, a nice wide receiver option here early in the season for Io Akinola. Rob Austin, the #1 wide receiver in this offense as of right now, but Richard Blunt carrying up the right side, cuts it down to the sideline there for a 1-yard gain. Not much doing there. The Husky defense having a nice pursuit over the top there. Akinola dropping the pass again and getting smoked in the backfield once again by number 27 there of the Husky defense. This leads to a 3rd and 9 on Swindon Town's opening possession of the game. They run the screen pass over to the left side. Blunt gets the pass, but is immediately tackled there, as we can see that D lineman there hurdling the offensive lineman. But Adrian Hammer here pulling out all the stops. He doesn't want his offense to sputter. They're going for it, finding Rob Austin over the middle, who breaks away. It's turning upfield and carries it for 30-yard reception. Let's take another look. Io Akinola finding Rob over the middle, who just cuts upfield and simply outruns some defenders there, getting the ball into a nice position here for the offense. Swindon Town now. You see Rogers there in the slot, the impact player. He's got the star, and Akinola finds him one-on-one with the safety. He's going to win that matchup every time. The man is built like a left guard, but he runs routes like a Mari Cooper. The man is just a beast. Can't be stopped there, getting the Swindon Town offense into a 1st and goal situation. Richard Blunt gets the ball up the middle, running through the defense there, getting it down to the 1-yard line. That was a 7-yard rush. Here now on 2nd and goal, Io Akinola making changes on the goal line and gets it off to Richard Blunt, who gets into the end zone. Another touchdown run on the season for him. Celebrating with his teammates. Sparty once again dancing around with the crowd. But the O-line clearing a way for Richard Blunt there, and we have a studio update. Checking in now on our friends over in Connecticut, UConn The rivals to Swindon Town, they taken a huge L to Buffalo. Buffalo 3-1 on the season. UConn falls to 2-2. Drayton there with 17 yards and a touchdown. UConn falling to Buffalo. On the ensuing kickoff here, we got Tucker bringing the ball up the field, finding a seam, throwing a stiff arm there, and is taken down after getting out to the 35-yard line. But Ross Bowers, he is the fifth-year senior here for Northern Illinois. He had a 4-touchdown game last week out here for the Huskies, and he is the man to watch on offense as he settles in, hands it off to his running back Nettles there, who gets a 6-yard rush up the middle. Ross Bowers and Nettles really combining for a big 1-2 punch here. Finding the man over the middle, Ritchie there, almost getting sacked, but getting the ball out. Tyrese Ritchie on the reception there. Swindon Town making a switch here to the 3-4 defense this week after the 4-2-5 gave him some trouble, but Love over here on the right side. Cornerback could have jumped on the ball and made a play, but he just didn't do it, and Love took the reception up the sideline there for a nice gain for this Husky offense. Hand here trying to rile up the Swindon Town crowd that traveled, but it's not helping as Nettles gets another 9-yard rush up the right side. The Swindon Town defense has not been doing too hot on defense. They're letting up a lot of yardage and a lot of points there as Brinkman reels in the 17-yard reception down the right sideline. Bowers floating one over there, a beautiful pass, but that is the end of our first quarter. Swindon Town up 7-0. Here's Northern Illinois is driving in the red zone. 1st and goal. First play of the second quarter here. Atkinson meets Bowers there in the hole. Bowers falling forward, getting closer. You see his season stats there. Swindon Town loading up the D-line. Barrett trying to hype up the crowd. They hand it off up to Lurch, the fullback, and he punches it in. Corey Lurch, number 44, the tight end in the fullback position on that play, getting it up the gut, and it is a touchdown. His head coach is happy with him there. Lurch been waiting for his touchdown glory all year. Dominic Handy here on the return, cuts it out to the sideline. He's got one man to beat here, but he has the angle and he is taken down. But a 56-yard return there by Dominic Handy. He has been killing it this year in the return game. Io Akinola rolling out, finds a man on the run. That's Wood, who turns it upfield, runs over a man, and gets it down into the 25-yard line. 23-yard reception there for Wood. Akinola making more adjustments at the line. It's a handoff to Blunt. Takes it up the right side, runs over the strong safety there, but gets taken down after an 8-yard rush, leading to a 2nd and 2 for the Swindon Town team. Io Akinola looking to get his offense in again. He's finding nothing down the field, so he's taking off, showing Ross Bowers what is up, getting the 12-yard rush down into 1st and goal territory once and again. Io Akinola here bringing his team, running the read option. He's got a lane, but is tripped up by the D lineman. He had a clear path to the end zone. He just could not outrun Heflin, the D lineman there. 2nd and goal here, running the pistol. They got the man in motion there, and Blunt takes it in for his 2nd touchdown on the day. 2 for 2 there. Number 7, Richard Blunt. Have a day, young fella. Putting the team on his back and putting his team up 14-7 here in opening conference play. Another studio update. We're heading over to Pittsburgh, where they have taken down rivals Virginia in an ACC clash. Pittsburgh starting the year 4-0. Virginia dropping down to 2-2. NIU, though, back with the ball in their hand, trying to answer back to Swindon Town's scoring drive there. They hand it up the middle to Nettles, and he is dropped behind the line. That's Atkinson there as a tackle for loss, his 1st on the game. Watch it again. He just meets Nettles in the hole and drives him back. 2nd and 12 here. Swindon Town trying to get a stop, not want to let up too many yards, and they find Dennis Robinson on the out route there, leading to a 3rd and 3. Dom Hand once again trying to pump up the defense, but they give it to Nettles right up the middle, who gets untouched at least for a 11-yard gain there, leading to another 1st and 10. Bowers here on the keeper, breaks a tackle. One man to beat. Dominic Handy comes over. He gets stiff-armed, but then finally a man comes and takes him down. Let's watch this again. Ripping the tackle there by Hand. putting Dominic Handy in the ground and finally getting brought down by number 44 there. Bowers, man, he is like a Cam Newton trying to channel his inner Jordan Lynch here for the Huskies and get this team where they need to be. It's another handoff there to Nettles. Barrett in hot pursuit there, forcing him out after an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2, Swindon once again having problems on defense. They cannot get stops, having a hard time generating turnovers. Bowers here on the keeper. He's got a lane on the outside. He gets caught there, but Bowers gashing this defense once again. Defense does not have an answer. Maybe they need to start spying the QB here soon in the game. Bowers dropping back to pass, though. He throws it in the corner. He's got a man open, and that is Dennis Robinson right over the top of Dominic Handy. Just could not hang with him on the flag route there. Northern Illinois going up and tying the game 14-all. Just a great throw, though, by Bowers, finding his man, putting the ball in a spot where only his guy could get it. Getting the daps up there from his teammates. Robinson there. A great play. Taking a look now, offense at a glance. Both teams with 14 points. Both teams with 6 first downs. Swindon 4 more plays there in the yardage, as you can see. But who else is on the field than Rashad Nelson? This man is getting his snaps this week. He's in the Wildcat. He gets to the corner but gets run up by his lineman, or else he would have had the corner and he could still be running. Taking another look there. Trips behind that tight end there and just could not get to the corner after that. This man is a big play waiting to happen. We will see when that does, though. Akinola taking off there on 2nd and 13, getting an 8-yard rush, leading to a 3rd and 5. This Swindon team running the hurry up, trying to make something happen here with 56 seconds left. They run the screen, getting out to Blunt there, but the lineman just did not block their man. He tries to fight forward, but it would not do there. A 1-yard reception, and that is going to be a 4th down. NIU doing the job there. On the ensuing punt, Adrian Jolly comes down and absolutely lays the boom on Tucker there. But 43 seconds here left in this half. Swindon does not want to let up points here. They got the ball first, so letting up points going into halftime is not ideal. They want that ball back and the opportunity to go up on the scoreboard. A good stop there, though. 2nd and 10 now for the NIU offense. Only 3 pass rushers here as Love drops it over the middle. That would have been a decent gain there for the offense. But Love with the butterfingers does not make it happen. 3rd and 10 here, and they run it up the middle, and Nettles breaks it to the outside, and he's got a big run down the sideline. Barrett, the last man there, forces him out of bounds, but a 27-yard rush on 3rd and 10. This defense cannot catch a break. They cannot get off the field. 29 seconds left, though. NIU with 1 timeout. They're trying to drive and put up some points. He finds a man, and it's Dennis Robinson on the sideline, a 19-yard gain on that flag route again, the same route they ran to get the touchdown earlier. Barrett there just could not stick with them. These Swindon players don't have the much talent, and it's showing there. But Bowers taking off on his own. 19 seconds left. He stopped after a 5-yard rush. NIU forced to run hurry up. Bowers all day to pass in the pocket, forces one, and Dan Moyer is there for the first interception on the season for Swindon. The senior, Dan Moyer, steps in front of that pass. A forced one there by Bowers and would get the interception. That leaves 3 seconds on the clock here for Swindon, so they're going to do what they can. Akinola dropping back to pass. The safety blitzes, finding Miles on the seam. He's got 1 man to beat, breaks a tackle. He's going down the sideline. Can he get there? There's no time on the clock, and he is tackled into the end zone. A huge touchdown there. Jamal Miles getting the pass from Io Akinola and just did the rest, taking it to the house. Swindon going up 21-14. Let's take another look. He beat the tackle there, and it was just all speed down the sideline. Number 24 couldn't bring him down, and he's gone. There's 1 man to beat. He's giving it all he's got. 50 catches him, tries to bring him down, and he forces his way into the end zone. A beautiful play there for Jamal Miles, putting Swindon up 21-14. His teammates are loving it. CJ Mosley there, the backup QB, dapping him up. But that would lead us into halftime. A huge turn of events there. The interception by Dan Moyer leading to the Jamal Miles touchdown. Swindon goes into halftime up 21-14. They're loving it. NIU not happy about their first half performance. But let's see what the second half brings and what both teams can do coming out of the locker room. We are back here for second half action in the MAC. Tucker bringing the ball up the field there on the kickoff. A nice 29-yard return. Both teams here playing their heart out in the opening game of the MAC conference play schedule. Bowers here on the read option. RPO there to Love, but he gets smoked there. Let's take another look. Barrett coming up, laying the boom there. Good thing he hung on, or else it all wouldn't have been worth it. But it's 2nd and 7 now after Barrett laid the boom here. Bowers dropping back to pass in shotgun formation. He's got all day, forcing one to the sideline, and that would be incomplete. Looks like he was looking for Dennis Robinson once again. But here we are now, 3rd and 7. This defense wants to get off the field. Gains there, the spy on Bowers. He's been making a lot of plays with his legs. And Dominic Handy is there to get the pass breakup. A great play there on the ball, making contact there. Swindon Town now after a short punt return. And who else but Rashad Nelson. This man is back on the field looking to make some plays. He gets the counter. The hole is there. Rashad Nelson gets the corner, and there is no one going to catch him. He's down the sideline. This man is too fast. He's too fast, and that is a touchdown there for Rashad Nelson, number 37, the Iron Man player on both sides of the ball. He just housed one there for the Swindon Town Spartans. His teammates are hyped up. Swindon Town would make the field goal to go up 28-14. Checking in though, number 12 USC has been upset by Arizona State. Arizona State there behind their running backs Flowers and Carter there with 3 touchdowns between the two of them. Go on 2-2 there for their season. USC drops to 3-1. Not a good game for them if they had national championship aspirations. But back here to the MAC, we got Swindon Town is up 14 points on the Huskies here. Bowers, though, he's got something to say about it. He's running the read option. Gives it to Nettles, who was tackled for a no gain there by Roosevelt Mays. Haven't heard his name yet on the season, but he's making a play there, making himself known to Swindon Town Nation as Nettles gets the ball again up the middle. That's a 9-yard rush there. 3rd and 1 now. This Swindon Town defense wants another stop. They want to give that ball to the man, 37, Rashad Nelson. We did not get a stop there. Love gets the ball down the sideline. Moyer missed the tackle. Barrett is in hot pursuit, the last man that can catch him, and he gets his ankles there, the tackle, the touchdown saving tackle. And Bowers finding his man. Dominic Handy was there to make a play, but he just could not break on the ball, and Love took it down the sideline for the rest there. Now it's a 1st and goal scenario. Ross Bowers taking the keeper now, telling the defense to get off of him, breaks that tackle and takes it in there for a touchdown. Ross Bowers putting on his best Cam Newton impression, bouncing off the Swindon Town defenders there. Atkinson couldn't bring him down, neither could Barrett. And it's a touchdown for them, bringing his team within 7 points. Swindon Town, though, they getting the ball back. You know what they want to do. But here's Ross Bowers, his first half and second half stats. Playing a pretty good game. The 1 interception on a forced pass leading to the Jamal Miles touchdown. But here, the next play, the last play, Nelson took to the house. Nelson now with the ball again. He's got the corner. He's got some blockers. Breaks to the outside. A diving missed tackle. Another one. And Nelson is down the sideline again. Back-to-back plays for the Swindon Town Spartans. Back-to-back house calls for Rashad Nelson. This time it was 80 yards to the house. Rashad Nelson, say it again. This man with the new NCAA record for the longest run at 81 yards. This man is now in the record books. Forever shall he reign. Getting his hype from his teammates. They're all loving it now. This man proven that he needs the ball in his hands more and more. Ross Bowers, though, he's always got something to say about it. He comes back there with the 7-yard rush. Swindon Town with the 355 total yards, a huge advantage over the Huskies currently, thanks to Rashad Nelson. Bowers here, though, getting another keeper there, bouncing off more tacklers, and he just cannot be brought down. It is taking 1, 2, maybe even 3 players on any given play to tackle this man. And this man is looking to take over the game and get his team back in it. Giving it off to Nettles this time, and he is met there. That is a tackle. Barrett coming up, making a play there. coming out in the pistol formation this time. Bowers gives it to Nettles once again, who is met in the backfield. Is that Ron Gaines? Yes, it is. A tackle for loss for Ron Gaines there on the play. The outside linebacker coming in, shedding his block and making a good play. 3rd and 10 though, and you know the drill. This defense wants off the field. They want to give that ball to their offense. It's a draw play up the middle, and Nettles again gets the first down. The second time a 3rd and 10 has been converted by a run up the gut. This defense is livid right now. They cannot get off the field. And here it is again though. Collins on the keeper there. He's brought down by hand. Tackle for loss. Oh, it was Ron Gaines actually coming in and making another play. His second tackle for loss in about 3 plays. Man is on another level here. He is trying to take over as well. But Bowers drops back to pass. Floats one over to Robinson, who's forced out of bounds there. But a pass that could have been jumped. A play could have been made, but it wasn't nonetheless. And Robinson takes it up the field for a first down for the Huskies. Coming out now, running a lot of man coverage here. The Spartans trying to get some pressure. He's finding another out route there. It's back to Michael Love for a short gain. 2nd and 7 now. Swindon looking to bring the heat, zone blitz style. But it's an option up the middle. Nettles keeps the ball, and it is now 3rd and inches. Swindon get him on the ground before he can cross that first down marker. But that would lead to the end of the 3rd quarter. Swindon going into the 4th quarter with a 14-point lead, trying to get their inaugural victory on the season and in their NCAA Division I history. So can Adrian Hammer rally the troops and lead his team to victory here? But it's 3rd and inches now. Bowers in the pistol formation, looking to make a play. He's dropping back to pass, scrambling on the right side. It's Atkinson's the only man there. He sheds that tackle, and it is a 22-yard touchdown run on 3rd and inches. Ross Bowers getting his crowd hyped, his team's happy. They're right back in this football game with a hair under 5 minutes to go. But the first play, look at him there just breaking Atkinson's tackle. First play, taking it to the house. But here now we took a look at the last 5 drives of the Swindon Spartans. Big plays, 2 plays, touchdown, 2 plays, touchdown, 2 plays, touchdown. Can they keep the theme going here? And you already know who's on the field. It's Rashad Nelson. Cummings coming in motion here, trying to break it outside once again. He picks up a block and another beautiful run there. This time it's only 12 yards. Yeah, only 12 yards. But Rashad Nelson, 5 rushes on the day, over 150 yards. This man is balling out once he finally got the playbook in his brain. But Richard Blunt there, 3 yards on the left side, coming out of the full house formation. Looking to give him a breather. Can't give Nelson the ball on every play. Finding Rob Austin over the middle, who hauls it in. After having a rough first game with 3 drops, he has really proven his effectiveness here, hanging on in the last 2 games. Read option here on 3rd and 2. Blunt meets the line, but he falls forward. That's a 3-yard rush on a 3rd and 2, getting the first down here for Swindon Town. And you know who it is. Right back to him, Rashad Nelson. He got some oxygen on the sideline, a little bit of Gatorade, and he is right back in it here on the keeper on the right side. He's got a lane. He's down the right sideline again. 1 man to beat. He's finally taken down there, but it's another 29-yard rush for number 37. The man making plays up to 186 rushing yards plus his 2 touchdowns, putting the team on his back here. He wanted the win more than anything this week. On the shotgun now, giving it to Blunt up the middle, who runs over the middle linebacker and finally is down after a 7-yard gain. 2 minutes left here. This one in town in field goal range here. Looking to play it safe. They got the read option. Io Akinola, he's got blockers. He's making plays, breaking tackles. He's up into the 10-yard line, 17-yard rush, making it 1st and goal. He's hype. His teammates are hype, and this team is on a roll, looking to get their first dub on the season there. He's just making his way through the defense. 2nd and goal now after a short yard rush here, and Rashad Nelson is back on the field. Cummings in motion. It's the counter play. He's up the middle there. And Rashad Nelson, another 2-yard gain. But 3rd and goal now, Io Akinola. Handing it off to Blunt here. He's got a lane to the outside. Breaks a tackle, but could not get to the end zone. He was falling. A 7-yard rush to get him down to the goal line, but that would lead to a field goal, putting the Spartans up by 10. And now we check into a studio update. Wisconsin has taken down number 25, Ohio State, Justin Fields, 2 touchdowns on the day, but it was not enough for Jonathan Taylor as he had 140 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. Wisconsin moves to 3-1 on the season. Ohio State only 2-3. But back here in the MACTION, Tucker now down the sideline, making some moves, shifty there, 33-yard return, and 35 seconds left on the board here as this defense is looking to put the final touches on this amazing game. Plays launched there, and who else besides Rashad Nelson there to make the play. This man has been everywhere today, offense and defense. 2nd and 10 though with 27 seconds left. No timeouts here. Bowers dropping back to pass. Throws one straight to Ron Gaines' face. Ron Gaines had no choice but to pick off that pass. But this would be the dagger here. Let's take another look. The ball was just thrown right at Ron Gaines. There wasn't a receiver in sight. They were all 40 yards downfield. I can't figure out how Ron Gaines got that football, but it would not matter as Swindon Town moves on to get their first win on the season, 38-28 over the Northern Illinois Huskies, and they are now 1-0 in conference play, and that is the stat that matters. Io Akinola, 8 of 10, 164 yards and a touchdown. A lot of those yards and that touchdown came on that long touchdown to Jamal Miles, but the true hero today, Rashad Nelson, 188 and 2 touchdowns on the day, averaging almost 27 yards per carry. Dude was just nuts. Richard Blunt, though, a good day, 2 touchdowns. Could have been 3. Almost had it there, but it just was not enough. Receiving here, Jamal Miles with that one long catch there for the touchdown. Rather than that, not too much. Rob Austin making a couple good plays over the middle, and Blunt having a couple catches on screens that didn't really go anywhere. Defensively, Dominic Candy was your leading tackler once again. Dude has been all over the field here early in the year. Ron Gaines there, 2 tackles for loss. Atkinson had 1, and 2 interceptions on the day. Dan Moyer had 1, and Ron Gaines, the dagger there. So this defense creating some turnovers that just weren't there earlier in the season. Dominic Candy, though, a great day kicking off as well. Those are some look at the recent games. Those are the numbers there for this game. Very good there for Swindon Town. And who else is your player of the game besides Rashad Nelson? But heading now into Week 6, we take on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Kirk Herbstreit is on our side here. He is rooting for us. He's picking us. We're 1-2, 1-0 in conference play. Eastern Michigan 1-3, and they are 0-1 in conference play. There's a look at our info. You see UConn is our rivals. Taking a look here at Eastern Michigan, their QB is injured, so they might have a backup QB playing. They've started out with 3 losses and 1 win over an FCS opponent, only by 3 points. So here's a look at our team leaders. Rashad Nelson is the new rushing yards leader there after his huge game, 193 yards on the season. Jamal Miles is the new leading receiver, and of course Io Akinola there with 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Here's a look at the Eastern Michigan leaders. Preston Hutchinson, Willie Parker, and Cannon there. Hutchinson yet to throw a touchdown on the year, the backup QB. But thanks again for joining, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like on the video, subscribe for more. Comment down below, your favorite plays and players this season, what you want to see moving forward. And of course, I hope you all have a great rest of your day.